what we're gonna do next is we are gonna go ahead and dive into this model, which is the Suiika model. So yes, I'm cute and adorable, but I wasn't always this way. Let me show you how I used to look. One moment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this screen here. And I need to adjust something real quick so you guys can see me. We need to showcase. I gotta find, hold on. Game capture. I gotta change some settings here. We want this. There we go. Okay. So now you guys can see, for the time being, what's going to happen is I'm about to change my model into the base version of this model. What you're looking at is VTube Studio. This is the software that you use to control your VTuber. So if you didn't know that, now you do. And what we're going to do is we're going to change our model. As you see, I got a few models that I use, but Suiika is the standard model. You're going to be busy today, Chris. That's okay. You know, you have a wonderful day and, you know, enjoy the day. But this is the model. This is the Suiika model. I just realized I need to adjust something because it's driving me absolutely crazy. Let me just boop. There we go. Okay. So while we are just showcasing the Suiika model, big thing to know is that I am unable to put any props on her because, well, they're not going to stay. So the props will not stay when I stick them on her. But we'll get into all of that here shortly. So to customize this model, there are so many customizations available. You're going to be streaming later today on the other app. Oh, you streamed for the first time yesterday? Heck yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations, Chris. So with the Suiika model, this is how she comes and she starts. Now, the big difference between my model and her model is if I zoom in here, is the eyes. So one cool thing about this model is the fact that you can customize the assets as well. So like there's artists out there who have made different eyes you can put on, but this is the eyes as they come. And when I go back to my model, I can show you the difference between her eyes and the eyes that I chose, which are a little bit more sparkly. The other big difference is you see her hair is all one color. My version has ombre hair. So that was another asset that I adjust. You can fully customize this, so which is super, super cool. Now, big thing that one of the biggest questions that I get about my model setup is how do I make her so like animated? And that's a big thing to know. If you are VTubing, one of the big things is you gotta move. You gotta wiggle. You gotta jiggle it a little bit, you know? But you also need to adjust some of your tracking settings to make sure that it reacts to your movements. So these are my tracking settings that I have set because this is how it works for me. And hello, salutations. I cannot read your name because I don't know kanji, but welcome to my stream. I appreciate you here. Yeah, so these are the different tracking settings that we have available. You can adjust your blink sensitivity, your eye open, mouth smile, your brow, so like how much your eyebrows wiggle. If I was to like jack that down, my eyebrows wouldn't move at all. I'm a very animated person, so I needed these to be jacked up. The other thing we can adjust, not that. let me scroll up to here. So the other thing that we want to look at is the physics settings. So default physics settings for her is here at 50. And there's also usually no wind strength or no dragging physics. So this is how the model comes in. You see how she's like, she doesn't move much, she doesn't wiggle much. If you find that your model is pretty stiff, my first suggestion to you is to come to your physics settings and move those up some, because that's how you're going to get that wiggle and that movement in your model. It's going to make it look a little bit more fluid, and from what I've noticed, people really enjoy it when it's a little bit more fluid. Wind strength, what this does is if I jack this all the way up, it just makes me look like I'm blowing away from the wind, which I find absolutely hilarious. That's too much, but just a little bit can make it so when you're sitting still, you still have a little bit of movement happening. Dragging physics is so if I'm like dragging her around the screen, if you were to jack up the dragging physics, it just makes it so like she's really wiggly as you're dragging her around, which again, I just find funny. So I just turn that on a little bit. The other big things that I suggest adjusting is the mouth smile and the mouth open. So as you can see right now, the mouth, I mean, it works. It's working better than my regular model because my regular model is like having issues right now. Um, but one of the first things that I do is I change my input from mouth smile to, let me find it. Nope, 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 nope. I scrolled right past the damn thing, didn't I? Okay, so mouth smile. So we want to change it to voice frequency plus mouth smile. What this is going to do is it's going to take into account the level or the volume of my voice in addition to my camera tracking. So this would just helps to make it a little bit more animated. And we do that same thing with the mouth open. We change that to voice volume plus mouth open. Select that and open that, and then there we go. Now we're a little bit more animated with our mouth, which I also like. Now that won't automatically work. There is another setting that you need to have turned on, which is the lip sync. So you have to have your microphone settings set to use your microphone. You need to select your microphone, and then if you click on the lip sync type and do advanced lip sync, you can come down here and calibrate all of your vowels. Now, these aren't the English vowels, A, E, I, O, U. It's the E, U, A, O, I think is how you pronounce them. So you kind of go through and like adjust that to make sure that's picking up all those volumes or those pretty well. I'll be honest, I have mine set to the standard setting and I haven't had any real issues with it. So already we're looking a little bit more animated here. So that's pretty helpful. So let's go ahead and look into how we actually adjust this model. So the way that you can customize this model so you don't look like everybody else is you come to your expression editor and you want to create a new expression. I already have one created that I named base design. But you would come here, you would create a new expression, and you would say, okay, I wanna create this one. I name it base design just so I know what we have here. So now that we're in our base design, what we're going to start looking at is all of the different options. So all of these dividers are just to help make it easier to like oh, how do I say it? It makes it easier to like organize it. You have to run, chef, but you'll be back on later. Hey, no worries. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for a while. So come and go as you please. I appreciate you popping by and being my first official subby today. All right, I had to drink some coffee. It's really cold here. It's snowing. Okay, so the first thing is let's zoom in on my face here. Let's zoom in on the face. There we go. Okay. So we have face maturity. So we can adjust the maturity, which is just like it just moves the face from like childlike to up more. So ooh, there we go. There we go. So you can adjust the maturity of the face. So if you don't want to look super like cutesy and young, you can look like an older, sophisticated woman. um, Skin hues. So we do have some different skin hues that you can choose from, but you also need to have the saturation and the darkness up to show. So like if you wanted to be a darker skin tone, let's see here. You could, there we go. Yeah, so you can have a darker skin tone if you were looking for that. If you were looking to be more, maybe your character's more alien like, you could also adjust the saturation for different hues that way. Maybe you're a little goblin. Maybe you're a little goblin and you want green skin. And you want, green skin it's a little darker. I mean, you have those options with this model, which is pretty cool. But we're gonna go ahead and just keep the plain skin on for now. Eye shape is the next one. So we've got a few different eye shapes that we can take a look at. So eye size vertical. This is how like wide open your eyes are. Now on my model, I have them jacked all the way up because I love having like big eyes. Like that's a big feature of my model that I really enjoy. Um, I got the eye size vertical, eye size horizontal, which just makes them, wider. And then the eye shape, this is like, okay, so I'm going to try to look straight at the camera instead of my monitor here. So with the eye shape, you can see like you can have more angular eyes or, down eyes. Um, you can really play around with this and get some different variations. So this in its own self is one way to kind of make it look unlike every other model out there. It's just how you decide to shape and design your eyes. Kind of go like this, and we're gonna go like that. Okay, we're gonna make your eyes look like that. We can also adjust the pupil shape. So right now my pupils are circular. I can also make them more lizard-like. So if I'm a creature, yeah, the Suiika model, and you can fully customize it. You can change it on the fly. Exactly. So right now we're in the base design right now, just to kind of show you all of the different customization options with this model and why I love her so much. And then on top of that, she does give you the files. So like if you're an artist, or if you're in her little Suiika model server, there's artists in there that are constantly uploading different modifications. Like I have an eye mod and a hair mod on mine, that I'll show when I get back to my model. I'll show you guys some how that looks. So we'll do that when we get back to my model. But yeah, so you can have lizard eyes if you want to. So like let's say you were a lizard, you could have lizard eyes with your like crazy green skin, and like yeah, now suddenly like now I'm a dragon, you know. So like you could really amp up the fantasy in that regards. That is pretty fun. Um, let's just go ahead and turn off the eyes. Oh, the other thing is reactive pupils. So the reactive pupils, I don't know if you guys have noticed with my model, but when my eyes get big, my pupils react. Um, so this is how you do that. So if I have my pupils like this, and oh, you can kind of see how my pupils are getting bigger. It might be easier if I have it on a different pupil shape, maybe. Eh. Anyways, um, depending on your pupil shape, when you lift your eyebrows, you can get your pupils to react. Yeah, the pupils do look really cool. I think it's pretty neat. And then we have our eye colors. So you can change the color of the iris. Let's get the saturation up. And you can do it by left eye first and then right eye. So like if you wanted the heterochromia, I think is what it's called, where you have like two different colored eyes, you could easily do that. But like you have the whole color wheel spectrum here for your eye color, that you like. If you wanted really pale eyes or really vibrant eyes, you have that ability to do that. So like let me try to find some like golden looking eye. Let's do a little golden eye, and then change our pupil shape to the alien. Yeah, like that. That's not really golden. That's more, there we go. So I could have lizard eyes. um we can also change the color of the pupil itself. So let me add up the saturation, the hue, bring down the darkness. So like let's say I wanted to have like crazy, um just like a crazy colored like pink pupil instead of a black one. Oh, hey, Fireblood. Hello. How are you doing today? We're showcasing the Suiika model currently, and all the different customization options, and kind of how I made my model off of her. And Chris, I appreciate you hanging out, and you have a wonderful day. I do have a VOD that will be posted later, so you're welcome to check that out on my YouTube. It'll be like a couple days from now though. 'Cause there's no way I'm gonna upload an 8-hour video. I'm gonna edit that shit down for once. um So yeah, so you can change the pupil darkness. You can also change the pupil as opacity. So let's say you don't even want the pupil there. You could take the pupil away completely if you wanted to, or just make it kind of like very light in there. So like maybe one eye's got no pupil and the other one has a pupil. Um, hey Fabian, thank you for the follow. Let me take a note of that so I can add a sticker to my actual model when we get back into this. And when I get back to my model later. You can also change the eye whites. So like let's say you don't want eye whites. Maybe you are somebody who's like, I want black eyes. You can adjust that as well, and change that, so you could have like different colored eyes in that regard. So that's pretty cool. And then you have all those same options for your right eye. So let me go ahead and turn all these off so she doesn't look quite so crazy. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, we'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll keep the one golden eye. um, so then yeah, you can go through and do it with the right eye. And if there was a setting that you had, you could easily just copy and paste it right here so you can get them to be identical. So then we have our brows. So we've got the option for how thick or thin we want our eyebrows. Am I happy right now? Hell yeah, I'm happy. Why wouldn't I be? I've got a cup of coffee. I got a heated blankie. I got all of you guys, and I'm not happy about the fact that it's fucking snowpocalypse outside right now. But I don't have to go anywhere, so I'm pretty happy. I don't got shit to do. I got food at my house. I got beverages at my house. I'm not getting rid of the old model. Nope, not at all. I love my Suiika model. I'm looking at getting maybe like a second model sometime down the line to like add to the lineup because this is the first customizable model that came out, and there are so many customizable models that have come out. Um, just in the past like month or two, and there are some really pretty ones. My only complaint about this model is that the clothing options are a little limited. There's not a lot of different variations. There is a model I'm looking at called the Prism model that is just absolutely gorgeous. I love her. Well, hello 10K. Thank you for the follow. I'll add a sticker to my model when we get back to her. But yeah, yeah, it's snowing. It's snowing where I am. It's garbage. We're gonna get like 6 to 8 inches, and I'm like, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. But anyways, if I was ever to get another model, it would still be based off of the design that I have. That I love my Keebler design, and that's never going away. I that color scheme, the inserts 6 inch joke here. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. But but yeah, so I wanted to at least showcase this model off to people because this is the OG customizable model, and they are working on some updates to it currently. One of the big updates they're working on is some hairstyles for people of color that are like braided and more curly and textured, and those look there. I've seen sneak peeks; they look incredible. They look incredible. They do have some new outfits potentially coming too, but my God, that Prism model that's the big hot one right now. That one has God, you can get lost in the customization of that one. It is so pretty. So I'm contemplating potentially getting that one and adding it to my lineup and just like having it as another option to stream as. But we'll see. But anyways, so yeah, so we got brow thickness. We can make our brows thick or thin. We also have the length, so I can make them like really short and stubby or nice and long. And then just like everything else, you have color options, so you can change the color of these. So if you had like funny colored hair, you could make your eyebrows match. The eyebrows are thick, yeah, thick brows. I never pluck. Wax, don't know her. Let's see. And then we have face details. So we've got little things like you can put a mole by your eye on either side there, which I think is super cute. You woke up drunk from last night. You need a timeout. I mean, if you need me to bust out the band hammer, I will. I will. No, I'm kidding. I hope you had fun last night, though. I drank some wine last night while I was watching the movie I was playing in my Discord server, and I did decide I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do a viewing in my Discord server of the Mighty Nine series. So if you like Dungeons and Dragons, you like anime, Wednesday nights from 7 to 9. We're going to watch 2 episodes at a time. There's only 8 episodes. Each one's like 45 minutes long. But I figured that would be really fun to do because I want to watch it. And I know one of my friends also wants to watch it, but doesn't have Amazon Prime. So I was like, well, here's how I could do it. And then, if anyone else wants to watch, they can too. You were drinking and streaming Game of Thrones to some friends. Oh God, that's such a good series. Although I will say, I loved the books. I'm pissed off that George R. Martin hasn't finished writing the goddamn books yet. Like, I need the Winds of Winter. I need the Winds of Winter. He just needs to put the book out. And I'm annoyed at the very last season of Game of Thrones because the creators were rushed and you can tell, but otherwise, excellent story. Love it. You just download any show. Hey, no judgment here. I mean, this is gonna date myself a little bit, but like Napster was my friend back in the day. That was my jam. Um, okay, so yeah, so we got moles. You have 0 streaming subscriptions and a 6 terabyte hard. Yeah, I mean, you gotta load up that 6 terabyte hard drive. You gotta. But yeah, so we got different mole options here. You can also put a mole on your chin if you wanted to. The one that I use is I put on freckles, which I love the freckles. I think the freckles are super cute. And if you're like an animal creature, you do have the ability to put on some paint on whiskers as well, which is super cute. Oh, hi, Zaros. Thank you. This actually, so this is the base of my model. I use the Suiika model currently. And what I'm doing today is I'm showcasing how the model actually works. In case anybody else wants it, because this model's on sale right now. So if you're interested in VTubing or starting, I cannot recommend customizable models enough. And oh, thank you for the follow, Zaros. I'm gonna go ahead and get that tally there. And tick tick, thank you, mommy. Oh, hold on. I got something before that. I got something before that. Give me 1 second. One moment. You say mommy, I say. Hold on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I gotta find it.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Yep. uh Me patiently waiting for the booba slider. It's coming. It's coming. Although I gotta make sure I have the right outfit on for the top before that, because a certain app might might trigger me a little bit and take me off. So anyways, okay, so there's some of the options there with our face details, but then you can also change the color. So let's say you wanted colored freckles or a colored mole, you can do that too. Or you wanted to change the color of the whiskers, you have that ability. Then we have teeth shape. So we got the regular teeth like this, and then we can have fangs. We can be a vampire or a demon. Yes, good boy, good boy. And we can have buck teeth. So if we want to be a little childish, we could. We have buck teeth. I think that's super cute. You used to see every now and again a VTuber on TikTok whose boobas grew with every donation. Oh my god, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Oh, I wonder how they've set that up. I'm interested. I'm interested. That would be hilarious. So you can also change the color of the inside of your mouth if you wanted to. So, the mouth is pink, but let's say you wanted for some reason it to be like, I don't know, like purple or some shit. Like you could change the color of the inside of your mouth even. So lots of different options there. You're pretty much a one-trick fox right now. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being a one-trick fox. Fireblood says it was a while ago and she just came across your feed, so you have no idea who or where she is. Well, I hope she stumbles across your feed again. So then we also have eye makeup. So there is some eye makeup on here. As you can see, I'm going to shut my eye here. And we can change the saturation and the coloring of it. So like we could have like crazy makeup if you wanted to. I went with more of like a golden brown look. Oh, hello, Rain. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I've got so many stars to add to me when we get back to my model. I'm trying to keep track of them. You're trying to start off small with a PNG tuber. That's excellent. PNG tubing is just as fun. I love PNG tubing. I started off as a face cam streamer, and then I got sick of being on camera, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I just want a gremlin out. You still say Keeper should be a diamond pony. I love it. But yeah, I started off as a face cam streamer and then decided to try out VTubing. So my first model was actually a free model that I made. It was a 3D model in VRoid Studio. Oh, thank you for the rose. Oh my god. Zaros. Okay, so here's something to know, Zaros. We can't do it right now, but what we're gonna do when we get back to my regular model is we're gonna do a wheel spin, and I'm gonna put a random prop on my body since you sent a rose. So thank you for that. Butt stallion. Shane, did we just become best friends? I love it when people make friends in my stream. Oh, thank you for the gift again. We'll do two props for that. We'll do two props for that. I have a little tally I'm keeping track of. Well, Fireblade need more friends, but you came to the right stream. I got lots of friendly people that like to pop in, so we'll fill up that friends list. But yeah, my very first model was a 3D model that I made on VRoid Studio for free. And so you don't have to put in any money into VTubing. And if your PC isn't able to really handle the models, PNG tubing is an excellent place to start off with it. And it's fun too, because then like if you're an artist, it's a hell of a lot easier to make a PNG tuber than it is to make one of these 2D live models. Because like I've watched people build these. It's insane. It's insane the amount of work that goes into these. But yeah, so anyways, we can also adjust the eye makeup underneath our eyes as well. So let me just go ahead and change that so I could have like I could have a different hue underneath my eyes. You got you a cute little PNG bird that you paid to be custom drawn. Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Eric. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to my subathon. Okay. What are you getting into over there? Get out of the garbage. Hold on. I have a very naughty kitty cat. Give me a moment. Get out of that. He's mad because I'm not paying attention to him right now. Stupid cat. I love him. He's a big dumb boy named Sigma. I probably cursed myself naming him Sigma. Eyeliner is another thing that we can adjust. So we can adjust the hue, saturation, the darkness. So let's go ahead and adjust that here. Let's go ahead and okay. So can I? Okay. So yeah, you can kind of see the eyeliner there. So you can get really crazy with your makeup if you wanted to. Thank you for Darth Vader just followed me. You like my pointy Adam's apple neck throat? That's my chin. That's my chin, bitch. But yeah, this isn't my actual model for those of you just joining. This is the Suiika model, which is what I use to create my model off of. But there's so much customization that you can do. You can get lost in this for hours, which is why I was like, I should set aside 2 hours for this because one, I'm really chatty, and two, there's a lot to go over. But yeah, eyelashes, you can also adjust, like maybe you want white eyelashes or you want really pitch black eyelashes. So you got options with this model. Okay, blush. We haven't even gotten to clothes yet. We're still on the face. My goodness. Okay, so blush. So that's the pink blush, right? You see on my face, but like you can adjust that. So if you really wanted to be like super crazy looking, you could. um, but yeah, I like the pink option. And then you can take down the saturation so it's not so insane. Day going good, boss. Hell yeah, it is, Drippler. It's going pretty good. I can't really complain. I'm having fun on my very first subathon. We're showcasing the Suiika model right now. So thank you for popping by and hanging out, and thank you for the follow. And Fireblood says, now I'm just thinking of the go ahead menacing music. Come and take it. And Shane says, I'm British, so I tease Americans saying I want my land back. I love it. You can't have it back. Lipstick. So we also have lipstick options. We have saturation, hue, and darkness. So like if you wanted like again crazy colored lips, you could have crazy colored lips if you wanted to. And then we get into the ears. So we have human ears, which I currently have. You can kind of see if I turn my head here, I got the human ears on. But if I turn those off, I have elf ears as an option, which those of you who we got to turn our human ears off first. There we go. So I have elf ears as an option. This is what I use for my models, the elf ears. I like how they wiggle. I think it's fun. But we also have cat ears. Let me zoom out a little bit. So we got kitty cat ears. The kitty ears are super cute. We also have bunny ears. Let me zoom out a little bit more. You got little bunny ears that you can have. There are also dog ears. Little flippy floppy dog ears. I think they're adorable. And then we also have fox ears, because I know there's a lot of foxy VTubers out there too. Yeah, the cat ears are super, super cute. I think the cat ears and the fox ears, they're a little bit different. So the cat ears are more on the side, whereas fox ears are more up and down on the top of your head. So that's super cute. And then with the animal ear colorings, you have the ability to adjust, everything. So like the inner hue. So like, let's say the inside of your ear is more green or something instead of pink, you could adjust that. And again, it's left ear, right ear. So if you wanted them to be different colors, you could have them different colors. Then we also have horns because, we gotta have horns. It's part of the fun, right? We gotta have some horns. We got little small horns. We got big horns. Oop, I got to get rid of my kitty ears so you can see these a little bit better. Oop. Here, we'll put the elf ears back on. That's more me. So we got big horns. So those are the 2 horn options, is just the small horns and the big horns. Let's see. Oh, there's a Fox VTuber you watch. She had her model for a long time now, though. Nice. Yeah, there's a few Fox VTubers that I watch too. I think they're super cute. I like their big fluffy tails. Okay. And then yeah, you can again change the color of the horns. So let's up that saturation a bit. And so like you could change, maybe you wanted purple horns to match your purple brows. You could do that. You can adjust the saturation of them. So again, you have a lot of flexibility there with the horns. We'll leave the purple horns on for now. I think those are cute. Or should I make them golden? We'll make them a little golden. Ooh, or gray. Yeah, we're gonna do some gray. We're gonna do some gray horns here. All right, this is the one that you guys have been waiting for. But before we can play with the boob slider, we have to change the top because there's no way that a certain app will let me play with the boobs on this top because this top gets me banned all the time on TikTok. So 1 second, let me find the okay. Where is the top popped? Here, I need tube top. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now we can play have fun with the booby slider. Let's go back up. That got somebody to follow me. I said booby slider and they're like, yes, follow. Thank you for the follow, Isaiah. Oh my God, I have so many stickers to add. Booby slider time. Okay. So, with the booby size, this is the standard size that it comes with. You can be super flat chested if you really want it to be. And it can go all the way up and we just keep growing and they just keep growing and they keep growing and they can go, this is as big as they can get. Oh, come on. Come on, TikTok. Okay. My live's been restricted for 10 minutes because I played with the booby slider. It was like, nope, you're adjusting your titties on screen. Absolutely not. Yeah, if only it worked like that. If only it worked like that. Oh my gosh, I lost count of some of the follows here. Solo Guns, thank you. And Farming Man, thank you. Follow. And Tyler, thank you for the follow. Okay, we got a lot. Yeah, fire. I have to be so careful with TikTok. Like I constantly get blacklisted on TikTok for this. And I just saw the Farming Man sent me a heart. Thank you so much. I have another prop we got to add to my body here. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a crazy day. This is gonna be a crazy day. We're not even like an hour in. I already have so many things to add to my model. All right. So then we also have moles that we can add. We can add a mole to the chest if you wanted to. You can add one on the torso, which you can't see because my torso is covered up. You can also add one on the thigh, which again you can't see right now because it's covered up. But some people use these models for what's called lewd tubing. Count Chocula says, what app or program is it that we are playing with here? Yeah, so there's 2 that we're technically playing with. So the app itself is called VTube Studio, and this is what I use to control my my VTuber model. And the model that we're playing around with is a customizable model by Suiika. Suiika. It's currently 25% off. So if you're into VTubing and you're like, hey, I kind of want a customizable model, this is a great one. Mimic says I'm a beautiful as a sleep token song. Oh my God. How did you know that was my favorite band? Oh my God. I that's like the best. That's like, oh my God, that's like the best compliment anybody could get. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Mimic. Thigh slider. Yeah, it's not no so much a thigh slider. It's more of just putting a mole on the thigh. Thank you, Aubrey, for the follow. Appreciate it. It's your favorite band too? I will have to check out your page. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I fucking love Sleep Token. My biggest regret is the fact that I could not get into their concert. I have tried so many times to get a ticket to their stupid concert and I've never been able to go. And like the day I get to go is the day I will just die of pure bliss. Let me tell you. I will just I will spontaneously combust that day. Okay. So we're gonna move down. Oop, I gotta be a little careful here about how I position myself. But you can kind of see if I move my cursor here, we have nails. You can also adjust the color of your nails on this model. So let me go ahead and jack up the saturation so like you can see. So yeah, you have the ability to adjust the hue of your nails, which is pretty cool. Now we're back to the face, but we're looking at hair now. Now we got bangs. So we got different bangs. So we can go bald. Oh my God. What if this is how I looked? If I just had just giant forehead, no bangs, all forehead. So this is for the middle bang. So we have a couple different options for our middle bang here. We could have nice, long, luscious bangs like that. But if we turn that off and instead we could do bangs that are straight across if we wanted to, and we can adjust the length of them. We also have bangs that are middle parted. So that free run look. Yeah, bald. Look. If we unlock emotes, not emotes, but if we unlock new Twitch redeems, bald is one of those redeems that's gonna happen. I'm just telling you, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you guys a little bald redeem. Okay. So we got the bangs that are middle parted like that. We also have side swept bangs, which you guys will recognize because these are the ones I use for my model is the side swept. And then we have the bangs over the eyes. So if you want to be like really mysterious and like, I don't want anyone to see my face, just a glimpse of my face, you could have all these bangs. You can make them shorter too, which I also like. I like the adjustment of the height. And then we got version 2 of bangs over the eyes, which just goes over one eye like that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pop on our side swept bangs. So then we have our frame hair. So frame hair is the hair that like goes around your head right here. So if we take that off, we have straight hair that we could do. We have just some cheeky hair. And then we have the frame hair wavy, which is one that I use for my model. But for this one, let's go ahead and let's do some straight hair. Let's do some straight hair. And then we have our side hair. So we've got which is the little bits that come down by your chin. So we've got the side hair bob. We've got side hair short. We can adjust that. We also have side hair long and side hair wavy. And then you can also do a braid like that. So if you wanted like little, I don't know, what do you call that? Like milkmaid hair or whatever. You could have that as an option. And then your back hair. So this is what I have right now is the straight hair. And if I zoom out, you can see that hair gets really long. So you could have it like super, this is as short as it can get. And then it can go super long. But let's say you're doing it up to, you can just do the back of your head like that. We also have wavy hair. Maybe you wanted a bob. You have like cute little bob, which is super cute. Keeps bringing in the whole milk truck. Yep. Sorry. What? Moo. We could also do a ponytail if we wanted to. We got braids that we can do. If I take that off, we got braids, which that's cute. Cute. We also have over the body pigtails and a side swept ponytail, which is super cute. But let's go ahead and let's do the back hair short for. Then we have hair add-ons, so you could do buns on the top of your head. You could also do buns on the bottom of your head here. We got pigtails. Oh, that's cute. That's super cute and flirty. We'll zoom in a little bit. Isn't that, yeah, that's adorable. That's adorable. And then we have the pigtails that I use, which is the long wavy ones. And then we have I don't never know how to say this word, ahogies, ahoge. So you have like a little sprout on your head. Got one in heart shape, and then we got the actual sprout. we're gonna do the little heart. I think that's cute. And then here's where you can get into the hair color. And again, you can do split tone hair if you really wanted to. So I could have like 2 different color hair for each side of my head if we wanted. Like something like that. See, wait, how do the wallpapers work since it's a global goal? Does one have to donate 10 or 15 or just have to contribute? Just have to contribute. So like once we hit 5 subs, then once we get 5 more, the wallpapers unlock, and then 5 more, the other wallpapers unlock. So we're looking at like global total, not like all at once. But we got 2 days. We got 2 days to meet that goal. So I'm not concerned. I have a feeling that the wallpapers will definitely get unlocked. And then if they don't, maybe eventually. Do I have a throne? I do have a throne now. If you look in my about section on my why is there 2 of me on the screen? I just noticed there's 2 of me on the screen. That's weird. But yeah, if you go into my about section, oh, I think it's because of this. If I turn you off, boom. Oh, hey, this entire time there was 2 of me on Twitch. But yeah, if you look at my about section, I do have a throne finally. I set up a throne. I also set up a Ko-Fi. So I do have one now. Yay! Because of all the begging, I did it. Okay, let's see here. What was I doing? Oh yeah, so we got the hair color. And then we can also do hair bows. So like, you see how there's like bows in these little braids that I have on? You could also adjust the coloring of those bows. So Let's just jack that up, and you can see like I can have like pink bows in my hair. You don't see, maybe blind. Okay, give me 1 second. I will post the link to it. I just need to find the link to it. One moment. Boop, 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 doop, boop, doop, boop, 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 boop. That is not the thing that I need. Where is the thing that I need? There it is. There it is. Copy. And then we go here, and then we go boom. Yeah, I don't have the I should set up a command for exclamation point throne. Let me do that real quick. That's a good call. See, I try to think of all my chat commands, and I never know what to do. So let me do that real quick. Throne. Response type. Bam. Activate command. There we go. Now the throne one should work. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Oh, there's an ad break happening right now. I didn't even realize that. I'm so bad. You feel like you got flashbanged by the collar. My bad. Sorry. uh, but there you go. There is my throne. You are welcome to it. Okay. So now we are finally at the top. So right now we have the tube top chest. We're going to leave that on while I show. There's also this bunny top. It would be like just those little cups. This one gets me in trouble on TikTok all the time. So I got to be careful with that one. There's also the low cut top, which I take this off. You can see that's the low cut top. And then you can turn the lace on or off. You have that as an option. Got to put that back on. And then we have for the torso, there is a tube top. So right now there's a corset on. If we took that off, we could have just a tank top like that, or we could put a tube top on. We could put ruffles on the tube top. The $300 mommy stompers. Yeah, those are my dream fucking shoes. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. One of these days I'm going to get a pair. But I was like, what could I put on there? Cuz I was trying to do a good blend of things, of like quick little items and then things that the community could work towards. And I was like, what is something that I wouldn't buy for myself, but I fawn over all the time? And so I thought I tossed those on. It was really awkward and weird for me to set up something like this. I've never, I've never had a throne before. Hi, bros, welcome. We're showing off the Suiika model currently. Aw, thank you. Hi, back to you. How are you doing today? It was fun hanging out and chat with you the other day. Thank you for joining. Um, so yeah, we're doing good. We are doing good. So now I am showing off the outfit part of the Suiika model, which I'm being very careful with because this could get my live to get banned on TikTok if I hit the wrong parameter. So we have a cardigan. So you can have a cardigan like this, and as you see, it's got fluffy stuff on it, which I'm gonna redesign a sweater for Christmas with this outfit. But you can turn the fluffies off as well. How was the food? Oh yeah, Jessica. Jessica was delicious. For those of you that don't know, I cooked a turkey yesterday, and I named her Jessica about halfway through. Um, and I'm glad that you're doing good today too, bro. Uh, but yeah, I named her Jessica, and oh my god, she was so juicy and delicious. Like, oh, she turned out so good. Like, if I could send you all food, I would. I love cooking. Cooking is one of the things that I really really enjoy. But yeah, she turned out fabulous. Yeah, I'm glad I ate good too. It was nice. And then I passed out. Yeah, VTube Studio. VTube Studio is okay, so there's a free version of VTube Studio. And oh, I just had a notification go off. I gotta see, where did that come from? Oh my goodness. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Fireblood. What did you do? I just saw the notification, but I didn't see it come up on my screen. What, oh god, what did you do? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. You bought the mug warmer. You bought the mug warmer. Oh my god. Thank you. Oh, you were so sweet. You were so sweet. Thank you. Okay. Well, I don't mean anything. Maybe it wasn't you. It says it was anonymous. I'm just assuming. But thank you, anonymous gifter, for the mug warmer. Oh, I'm gonna love that because I can never drink my beverages like quick enough, and they always get cold on me, which is really annoying. But yeah, so VTube Studio is the software that I'm using. It is free. There is a paid version that removes the watermark that you can get. I ended up paying for it after I realized that yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. Um, so that's a thing. That is a thing. And just know that that's an option for you if you're into it. So, oh, farming man, you sent me a friendship. Thank you. Okay, I got so many wheel spins to do here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. Okay. So, to be honest, it was an accident. Anonymous was the default and he didn't change. Okay, so I guessed right. I guessed right then. Well, thank you so much, Fireblood. You're awesome. All right, so I'm going to take off the cardigan here so you guys can see. So we have some add-ons for our top. I'm also going to get rid of the ruffles, kind of block some things. Okay, so we got the spaghetti straps, which you can see right now, and the spaghetti straps crossed. So we could take those off if we wanted to. We can also take off all the straps if we wanted to and just go tube top. We also have shoulder belt straps, and then you can add ruffles or take the ruffles off. You can have the chest belt, or you can take the chest belt off. Think of me whenever you drink a warm cup of tea that you made over an hour ago. I definitely will. Okay. Um, and then the other thing that we have is you can put on little puff sleeves if you wanted to, which I think those are super cute. And then you can get into changing the color of everything. So let's go ahead and just adjust the coloring. So you can change the color of the top. You can change the color of the straps. So we got some strap adjustments that we could do. Let's just do that real quick here. Let's give ourselves, yeah, we'll do some nice like dark purpley straps or something like that. Um, we have those options, and then details. So like if I were to put the, let's see, where is it? Belt strap ruffle. If I was put the ruffles back on the straps, we could change the details of our things here. Oh, maybe not. Wrong details. So I don't have the top with the details on. Keebs, I look different. Yeah, we're showing off the Suiika model currently, and I'm just showing all the different variations of what you could make with this model. This is the model that I use for my VTubing. Shape shifting elf. Yeah, I am a shape shifting elf. um, but we will go back to my regular model here in a little bit. I just wanted to show off because I've get questions about this model a lot, and it was one of the first customizable VTuber models that came out, and it's beautiful. There's a new one coming out that's recently came out that is, oh my god, it's so good. It's called the Prism model. I really really want it, but the face is definitely different. Hi Dean, welcome welcome. Um, so, oh yeah, the cardigan, we can also change the color of the cardigan and the fluff on the cardigan. Okay, bottoms. I need to make sure I have this turned on and that I have this turned on. There we go. So that way when I show off the different bottoms, I don't get banned. So we have the ruffled skirt, which we currently have. We also have the little leotard. We have a flared skirt that you can add on. There's a little baby doll skirt that you can do, and you can adjust that. Can you tell me pickup lines? Go right ahead. I love them. And if they're really bad, I love them even more. So we got the baby doll skirt. We also have shorts that we can turn on. But I got to turn off the leotard. We got shorts, and then they got little like crisscross stitching or sporty. You can make them look more sporty, or you can make them look more elegant where they have like little bows on them. Yeah, the leotard is kind of risky, but there's even a notification here that says do not turn off when on Twitch. You have to have the ruffles on the leotard. And then you can also change the color of the bottoms as well. So we can adjust the saturation and the hue of those as much as we wanted to as well. Let's go, let's go brown. I got restricted. I got restricted on TikTok because I was changing my shorts. I wasn't zoomed out enough. Oh well. Could I help you make your VTuber? So there are you want to make our tongues purple? That's a terrible pickup line. But yeah, so farming man, as far as making your VTuber, there are some tutorials on YouTube that oh, I didn't see the first part. Hold up. Let's see. I said, can I tell you pickup lines? All right, and wow, how dare you? You want to make our tongues purple. Oh, hold on. TikTok wants me to prove I'm here. Boom, I'm here. Stupid TikTok. It's like, you're not here. We're trying to take you down because you got too much hip and too much titty. Oh, it got filtered. Yeah, yep. And then TikTok will do that. Yeah, I can't be changing clothes on stream apparently. It does not like that. But okay, anyways, I'm getting distracted. And so, Farming Man, as far as helping you to make your VTuber, there is a VTuber I would strongly recommend you looking up. Her name is Vesper Nestia. She has a Discord server dedicated to all of these VTubers, but she also created a really great step-by-step guide on how to get started with the VTuber. It's super, super helpful, and it helped me out a ton. So instead of me taking any credit for that, I would suggest checking her out. Vesper Nestia. She's on TikTok, she's on Twitch, she's on YouTube, she's all over the place. If we doing pickup lines, you got some terrible ones. All right, okay. Dean figured out got it through the filter. He's got a blue lollipop and a red lollipop. Do you want to make our tongues purple? Now I get it. Now I get it. That was great. That was great. Okay. So then we also have the details that we can adjust the coloration on. So we've got like we can change the color of our bows like so. And then necklaces. So if I zoom back in here, I know, but somehow I did manage to bag another VTuber. Hell yeah. Well done, Dean. Well done. Gotta get that Riz on, you know? That's amazing. The clothes look good on you, but they'd look better on your bedroom floor. Fireblood. You don't know what's under here. For all you know, I could be a hairy gorilla under all this. This is just this is all ruse. I'm not really an elf. Okay, so for necklaces, we have the thin choker, which we currently have on, and we can add a little neck bow onto that. We could also take that off. There's a heart choker that you can put on, and then you can put a little chain on it. There's also a bell choker that you can put on. So for those of you that are like into the being animals and stuff, like you could easily do an animal one. The wilderness must be explored. I love it. Hey Dean, thank you for the follow. Let me go ahead and add that to my tallies. Now you could be Gojo, but hell, you don't got to use blue to pull me into your bed. Oh god, I somehow knew today was gonna get wild. I just knew today was gonna get wild. All right, and then this next one, don't get too excited by the name. You can have a pearl necklace, which I feel like is appropriate to talk about right now in this moment. The wilderness must be explored. I don't know if you know that reference. I'm gonna be honest. I'm terrible at recognizing where references come from, but I do recognize them. And then you can go ahead. You can adjust the color of the choker. So we can go. We can make it like any color that we wanted to. You know, we're gonna make it match my shorts. Yeah, there we go. And then we got socks. So we're gonna learn from what we did before. We're gonna zoom out so you guys can see the full body here. There we go. It's from Russell. Oh, from the movie Up. Oh, yeah. Can I put on the collar instead? Yeah, I'll put on the collar. Hold on. Do you want the heart collar or the bell collar? We got the heart one, or we got the bell. We'll do the bell. We'll do the bell. One with a leash. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. That's this one. That's this one. Bam. There we go. Start of a leash. Yeah, we got to adjust the coloring just slightly there, just to make me happy. Good enough. Okay. So socks. So we have the thigh high socks, which we can put on or off. And I like, okay, so I'm going to zoom in here. I probably shouldn't. It's probably going to get me in trouble, but like, I like how there's the little chub on the leg. Don't ban you. You seemingly, okay. You see it commonly used talking about women who don't shave though. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So yeah, so we got thigh high socks. We can also do tights if we wanted tights on. We can take off, let's see, then we also have the option for fishnets. We can also put holes in our socks if I can, which I do that on my model. So you can have holes. So if I took off thigh highs, the holes are then in the fishnets. You can also change the color of the socks. So let me just Jack up that saturation. So yes, we can change the coloring of the socks. And then we also have leg warmers that you can turn on. And you can turn the bow on or off. You like your eyes? Our kids could have them. Oh my god. You can also turn the charm on the bow on or off. And then again, you can adjust the coloring of all of that as well. So let's go ahead and do that. That. And then you can also adjust the color of the bows as well. Let's go ahead and kind of make them match the shorts there. You're going to go make you some breakfast? Hell yeah. Get something nice and carby in your stomach. I find pancakes are really helpful, or like good toast, or French toast even. Something good and carby. Good luck to you, Fireblood. Dean, I love it. Okay. Then we have shoes. So if I take off the leg warmers, you can see the shoes better. So let me just, where's my leg warmers? Leg warmers off. Bam. Okay. So for shoes, we got the boots, and then you can also do pumps if you wanted instead. And then you can again change the color of the shoes as much as you wanted to. So you could have like dark purple shoes. You struggle to pull a 5/10. There's no way you're pulling the 10/19 in front of you. I'm not. This is the 10/10 in front of you. This isn't even a 10/10. You're doing a sausage homage in a zero carb wrap, Fireblood. Oh, that sounds good. I love sausage. Sausage is delicious. Although, like my one true love is bacon. Bacon is the number one for me. All right, then we got glasses options. So let's zoom back in here on my face. Okay, so for glasses, we've got round, which these are the ones I tend to use on stream. You're going to change your name real quick. You're going to change your name to Bacon, aren't you? You could do bacon, actually. Bacon hummus. Yeah, you know, bacon. Bacon is the bacon's the best. Dean's like, no, I wasn't going to change it to bacon. Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. I know you were. So if you have the glasses on, you see how there's no like sides? You can turn the sides on or off. And then you can change the color of your glasses. So if you wanted like a golden pair of glasses, you could do that. Like some gold glasses. You're not that much of a simp. It's okay. You're just a gooner, not a simp. Let's see. We also have a hairband that we can turn on. And if you wanted a bow on that, you could put a bow on the hairband. And if you had the hairband on, you could also put a little dangly charm on it if you wanted to. And then you can adjust the color of that hairband. We're doing some like really rough coloring here. I'm like, yeah, like right in there's kind of maybe. Yeah, like that. That works. Don't discuss what you do in your own time. Yeah. I'll discuss what I want. We can also change the color of the hair bow. You can also turn on earrings. So I don't have any on right now, but if I turn this on, then we get those dangly star earrings. Ooh, and then if you're an animal, we have tail options. So we got big fluffy tail. You have big old fluffy tail if you're like an animal. We also have a thin tail, so like if you're a kitty cat. And then you can also put the tail up, so it hangs out up top. Which I see a lot of VTubers do this. Dean says, "Nuh-uh, you can discuss that when we're in bed, not on stream. You're done simping now." I don't believe you. I love that you're simping over this version of the model, which is just like a hot mess right now. But then yeah, we can adjust the color of the tail as well. So we can do let's see, change the hue up a bit. Make it match the hair kinda. Like kind of in here. Hot mess still has the word hot in it. I love it. So yeah, and then let me turn the tail off, because the other thing we have access to is wings. So you got little bat wings that you could have on. I did this for Halloween. I was a demon for Halloween. I did horns and wings, and it was super cute. And then some of the parameters is like, there's a waving arm emote. You can also have the other arm wave. You can have both arms wave. So I have a trigger for my model to wave my arms. We also have the shy arm where it's like, oh, I'm just a sweet, innocent little girl. I'm not doing anything wrong. TikTok, don't ban me. It's not my fault my model has titties. And you can do the other arm up. So I do have triggers for these as well on my model. And then we have some expressions. I love the expressions for this model. So we have the pleading eyes, where we just get really beggy with it. I'm goofy, yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying this art. You can do blank eyes, where it's just like, where there's no shine at all. You can put dark circles under your eyes, which you can't really see too well on this model because I have so much makeup on there. Were I a succubus? Maybe in a past life I was a succubus. We have the face shadow, so like if you're getting angry or steaming, be like, I'm steaming. The stars. I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones that I use a lot. And then this was also one of my favorites is the hearts. I think the hearts is super cute. I love how they animated the hearts on this one. It's one of the main reasons why I bought this model was because of the hearts and the stars. You don't gotta wear stars when I am one. Aw, you're so sweet. Then we got spiral eyes. So I don't know how well you can see that, but I'll zoom in here a little bit so you can see them better. The eyes get kind of spirally. And then we also have, let me turn that off. And then we also have blush. So you can blush. It's all good, Dean. I can read through you, smacking your keyboard or your phone. Face inflation. Yeah. What if this is how you think I'm sexy now? Am I sexy now? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then this is my favorite. You guys ready for biblically accurate? Here we go. Yeah. Biblically accurate. Wham. So we did that and the face inflation. It gets really wonky. I love it. But that is how you would customize this model. And then everything below here is just stuff you don't touch. Um, this is all just parameter rigging, things like that. So you don't do anything from this point down. But with all of those options, you really have the ability to thoroughly customize the crap out of this. And again, just to remind you, this is what it starts out like, is just like this. This is your starting point with the Suiika model. So let me go back to my actual model now. So now that you see that this is the Suiika model, and then if we go back to my version of the Suiika model, there we go. So now you can see how I adjusted my model. And her mouth is still, why is her mouth doing this thing? Why? It was working so well on the other model. What is going on here? Why do you hate me? Okay, all of that is normal. All of that is normal. I don't understand. I don't understand why the mouth doesn't want to work on this one. It's really frustrating. It's really, really, really frustrating. Okay, I'm gonna check something out real quick. See if I can see what's difference between this and oh, maybe it's this limit range. Is that the issue? Ah, ha, ha. Because I had the limit range on. I didn't. Nope, that's not it. Maybe. Matt. Does this help? Does this need to be on? No, let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. Is that better? Is that better? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's turn off my mouse smoothing. What is happening here? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. we're gonna put back on the other model because I need to fix my mouth. I don't know what is happening. What I did with this model. It was working earlier, so let's switch back to the standard model. I'm gonna take a screenshot of her freaking mouth. What does it have a yander expression? I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm not sure what that is. See, her mouth is working just fine. What is the deal here? Okay. So 1 1 1 0. Yep. Okay, that's at a 3. All of that's off. All of that's off. That's at a 2 and a 0. And okay, that's at a 5. Okay. All of that is normal. What in the frickety feck? And then mouth open sensitivity is at 86. Okay, and 87. Okay. So we're gonna go back to my model and see if I can fix her. Because of course she would break. Someone who's madly in love is a way to put it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the closest that I have to that is just the hearts. It's just the hearts. Okay, going back to here. So mouth open. Yep, all that's normal. And then this, we're gonna turn that off. Come down here. Oh yeah, we need just a little. No, want just a little bit of wind strength, like that. You're about to say you don't deal with yanderers? Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I don't. I don't have anything like that. Okay, so all of this para mouth form was that what that was on before? Hmm. Para mouth open Y. Para mouth form. Maybe that's what's messed up. Maybe I set something up that I shouldn't have. Let's turn that off. Is that better? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. My mouth is working now. I found it. I found it. I found the issue. I found the issue. I found the issue. I'm so smart.